Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's Crosskeys. I am the Tech 4, and I am joined here by Angles. How you doing?
I'm doing very good. It is starting to get to the sweaty part of the brackets as we are now in week 7 for these two runners. If they lose, one of them is out. It is going to be exciting to see who of them does go forward. We have seen both of these runners are very good themselves. Temiran being known for being a very strong one in the Spectacle Rock Bonkers team from the league. I don't remember just off the bat where Dr. Earworm normally plays for. Do you know that?
No, I'm not well aware of those. But yeah, these two runners are at 4 and 2. So, loser is out, winner stays on, and can still get into the brackets with winning the remaining of their games.
Yeah, there's not a lot of one left.
Yep, we are going to get started any second now.
Just waiting for the final preparations to go down. So why don't we talk a little bit about the mode? If there are a few people that have not been checking out these tournaments so far.
Yeah. So Crosskeys means that first of all of the keys, compasses, and maps have been shuffled as well around the map. That is the keys part. However, the main part of this is that all of the entrances have also been shuffled, which means the only one entrance, with one other exception, is that Link's house is always Link's house. You go in and out through that door. Any other door you walk into, you enter in a different spot. Anywhere else in the world, that is inside.
And these create these really fun ones. I would say we have 3 different types of entrances. We have the normal dungeon entrances. They are around there somewhere. Going there, finish the dungeon, you pop out of one of the dungeon entrances, depending on which one you entered. We have the connectors, which are the 2-way entrances where you can run through and you show up somewhere else when you exit it. And we have the normal entrances we saw Temiran run out from Link's house. They are you go in and you will be going out on the same one. Yeah. But we have a little bit different starts between our 2 runners.
Yes, Dr. Earworm saving and quitting immediately out of his house and finding Sanctuary at the Magic Bat today, which is a really good to push the position for that start. Because, as you know, Katarika Village has a lot of doors to go into.
Yeah,
normally, that's not what you think about, but in this mode, it is the one area where you might have connections to other exits.
Yeah, absolutely. It is such a good location for that. It will essentially that and Cackwell, which are like the best ones for just Sanctuary. Not only later on once they get Hammer, Gloves, and Moon Pulse, they have a very easy access to Dark World, which in some cases you will have to try to find these connectors and get through the Dark World that way. Might not have to worry about it this seed particularly. As we are checking out the fairy drop down leading to Lumberjack drop down, which has a key this time around.
To explain, drop downs like these are shuffled between each other since you have to drop down each other. So they are slightly less shuffled than the other entrances. So you know, one of these is going to have the Ganon entrance, which is also shuffled. Now, Dr. Earworm did find 8 bombs, which is really nice, because we don't have any weapons. They're both farming money here in different ways.
Yeah, Earworm farming them for Ball of Merchant further up, and Temiran do farming for getting bombs so that once you find, for example, this entrance, he will have bombs bought. So yeah, Eon handling the Moldoms here pretty well. And he's awarded with the 5 sets. So far, while we have been talking here, we haven't seen the castle tower being found by Tamiran, so he's pretty happy about that one. Having the small key to that one, being able to run in, get the 2 items there, and then run off. So it's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's really nice. And this is the other vanilla entrance into the top of the tower, which has the powder for us today. There is no other entrance that actually goes from the top down, so we decided that, yeah, that one stays vanilla. And there is Castle Tower.
Yeah, very nice. Nice one. Well, the one who had the key found it, but yeah, not be using that one too much right now. No bombs on Timian so far. He's gonna do the drop down here to found Ganon actually, so that's fun.
Yeah. Okay, ooh, bottle vendor with a bottle today. Strangely enough. Bomb we find as well there.
In the left layout, that is a very nice location for that. Yeah. Only need to find a dam then to deal with the water.
Yeah, one of the other quirks of this mode is that once you drain the dam, it is permanently drained. Otherwise, swamp wouldn't be completable.
Yeah. And Tamira now has also arrived in CAC, doing a little bit of a different route here. It's gonna go south, do a little bit quick down into the south of CAC to check out entrances down here. Fortunately missing that the bomb farm spot that Eon found.
Dr. Evan finds the mushroom, which, as you already have the powder, that's something you want to turn in quick before you find the potion shop.
Yeah. Ooh, there we have mirror.
This early mirror is actually not fun.
And flippers on race game.
Yes, it is getting spicy.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Now we can have a connector entrance to the Dark World, where we have to do a buddy walk and mirror to get to a Moonclaw.
Yeah.
That's not... having early mirror is okay, but this early is not too fun, because it puts a lot of green dots on your Dark World map that you really don't want to go to.
Yeah, you really don't want that. Yeah, even finding pod, only be able to get that first chest. Unfortunately, no keys there. Timira now has arrived after 50-50 boosters as well.
Yeah. And no mimic clipping either.
Yeah. We have a Kekriko well there in Lost Woods. It's a very good drop down.
Yeah, well is the one you really want to find early.
Small kit up. Yep. Good up to go back, then would unlock 2 sets for him. Probably might wait for that a little bit.
Nice small or big.
Might be a good well this time around.
And yes, for those who are new to this mode or even new to the ALTTPR randomizer, these runners do keep a track of every single entrance of where they are and what they can go and find. We don't see that on our screens here, but they most certainly do.
I have my own tractor in front of me. I don't know what you're doing.
I keep some of them in mind.
I mark out the interesting ones.
Yeah. Come around finding the rat's house there a little bit too late as he has already max bombs.
Yeah. Ewan did found a bottle as well, which once if one kid, that's gonna be nice. And now taking a little bit of time to mark out a little bit of stuff, I assume.
Yeah. Some runners manage to mark everything as they go along. Some runners have to do a little pause from time to time to mark everything down to make sure that they don't forget anything.
Yeah, learning how to multitask in this category is so good.
It's something I personally need to get better at.
And we found Turtle Rock there in Lumberjack House. That is a pretty good find as well.
Yeah. I am assuming that Dr. Ewam is going to be... Yeah, he has much magic. He's going to go to the Witch's Hut and then going to check the remaining 2 drop-downs.
Yeah. Having found both powder and mushroom, it is understandable to trade in the mushroom. The mushroom tend to, whenever you get the mushroom early, it's almost guaranteed that it has something behind it.
Yeah, and even though you haven't found the magic path drop-down yet, having that powder already means, yeah. You can just turn in the mushroom, you don't have to save stomach for anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you'll find the item that it trades in for immediately when you find the correct answers.
Mm-hmm. And one nice thing here for Timiran is that because it's already found Ganon, he can just jump down into these drop downs without any worries. While even we have to scour them out before dropping down.
Yeah, I mean, there is still the useless fairy that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, there's only 2 spots left.
Yeah.
So we have Uncle and useless fairy left, I believe.
Yes.
And Dr. Ewam choosing the Houlihan over going to Stan. Okay. I mean, yeah, you don't have a glove, you can't check it, but it is good to know if you actually have an item behind Ganon. Oh, Paradox.
That is a nice find. Nothing really in the bottom there. Tamir now also finding pod.
What are you talking about? That was the top or the middle. Yeah, Paradox Cave being Paradox.
Yeah. Small kit ice balance is pretty good.
That's a second small kit.
Yeah, it is. Well, there we had something, finally. Yeah, I found the moon pearl.
Yeah. Now that mirror becomes much more useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, we desperately need a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
We're 11 minutes in and no permanent weapon at all to damage anything.
Yeah.
Okay, now Dr. Ewam's gonna check side here.
Yeah.
We have Uncle, so I believe that puts useless fairy.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does. Oh, Uncle has a big hit to ease them for us.
Okay, that's always nice to have before you go in there. With
Yeah.
like a bow, huh?
Mm-hmm. We're also finding these maps and compasses. So in Crosskeys, we haven't really talked about it. In Crosskeys, these 2 items have another useless as well for them. The map if you open up your big map when you're collected a map to a palace, it will reveal if it's a crystal or pendant. So finding them and keeping an eye on your wall map is pretty good. Compass will tell you how many items you have, how many checks you've done in the palace. And if you're playing Enemizer, it will tell you the boss that is in there. For this time around, that will not be an important thing though.
We will also probably not see that many map checks, because when you enter a dungeon that you have a map to, you will see a little mark at the top left.
Yeah.
And
oh wait, that was Lucius Fairy in Lumberjack.
So that means magic.
Yeah, the bat. Ooh.
Okay.
That is a very bad one. That is a very, very bad one.
That is a really bad one, considering we already have powder.
Well, they just have to finish ET and they will be able to check that. Because that's totally what they're gonna do.
Yeah, absolutely no Crosskeys seed has ever in the past 5 days had a required item behind the DT drop. No, nothing.
Yeah, absolutely not.
No. Now, the moment we have access to the West Dark World, we can go get those flippers.
Yes, that is gonna be what we're gonna see them focus very heavily on as soon as they get into the Dark World, because of just potential of finding Swamp early makes it so that you might want to have those flippers.
Yeah. Gonna check the island here. A big key, that's gonna be important.
Yeah.
So yeah, our runners have exhausted quite a bit of entrances now. I haven't really found any connectors. It's this one in Paradox that we haven't seen. And the rest of the entrances we have left now is in the eastern area.
Yeah, eastern and the south shore. Ooh, that leads us to the mountain. That is really good.
That's really, really good.
Oh, there is a glove in library on the mountain. That's nice.
Ooh, it's a locked glove.
And at least I learned about it early.
Yeah. Now, we don't know if those are our mitts or our gloves.
Yeah. Well, we found another spec rock entrance.
Someone around finding Paradox Cave is gonna be happy to find them. That Moon Pearl.
And there we are, desert right side. Fortunately, no key yet, so we'll not be able to check those two chests here on the right side, but we'll be able to get some good stuff in here, hopefully. At least be able to scout out what's on the torch.
Yeah, and we have a mirror. Diving into dungeons now is a lot faster than nowadays.
Yeah. Nothing on the torch today, which is really nice. I'm just gonna wait a little bit more with exploding the other entrances until he has checked the other ones. And there we have what is probably Old Man.
Yep, it is.
That is the giveaway.
Now, the
using
issue here is
powder.
that we don't have a weapon to guide us again. This is actually really, really hard to tell where you are.
I would say place down a bomb and use that to navigate.
Yeah. Okay. We found where one of the holes are, and now he's back. And he only has one bomb left. Uh-oh.
Might use that on the way out then. He might be using the item switching their sound as a counter.
No. He's swapping items constantly. When he goes through the door to the old man, it automatically stops, even though you're clicking. That way you can tell you just found the old man. Now you're going back.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. He's through, and there we have bumper connector.
Okay.
Ooh, almost getting snapped by those cabbages.
That was scary because those cabbages could have just been on top of him, insta-killing him there with before it potion up.
Yeah, and he found Spiral in there as well.
Tell me around finding the actual old man in Zaha. Okay.
Alright. Well, that is honestly that is not the worst place we can find him. It could lead to a very nice way to get to the Dark World through Eastern later on. So yeah, I quite like that location for that, honestly.
Yeah, it does mean that Telmarn is doing these checks slightly slower.
Oh, they have the other side of bumper.
Okay, so we're just gonna put that as a connector and begin.
Yeah. But yeah, here's the nice thing with having Mirror going to the mountain. Be able to check not only the Dark World ones here, but also being able to head and check Hera.
Which is a connector. We are still entirely within logic. And that's the right side of the mountain.
Yeah, and having Mirror here as well will also make so that he can just check the right side. So this is a really, really good chain that Earworm has found.
Yeah. Probably the logical chain as well. Yeah, as we can see, a lot of the entrances in this game are pretty useless.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. That is correct. Obscurity. You once you have 3 losses in Swiss, you are out. So both of our races here fighting for their tournament lives, and we are finding Super Bunny.
Yeah, in mini Moblin cave entrance.
That is really nice.
We really need a weapon soon.
Yeah.
Just anything. Cane, hammer, fireball, anything.
Yeah.
Yay!
I can give you a sword if you want that.
Elmeron finally finds a sword.
Yeah. Yeah, here's something that many people might not know. You can powder the dead rocks and turn them into onions. Oh,
wow.
look at that Dark World find there.
Yeah, baby.
That is really, really nice.
Yeah, and Elmeron's Dark World just lit up green.
Oh, and left side desert as well there.
So Dr. Earworm is going to be following here, and less of a time save for Dr. Earworm because he's walking here and not saving quick to the old man. I'm surprised he did save and quit and didn't do that to the old man immediately.
Yeah. Oh, and Temiran is gonna miss out getting the mountain for this, but I don't think that is too bad still.
No.
Having very nice access to the Dark World. But yeah, he's gonna trade it.
The mountain was pretty empty.
Yeah, the only thing you really got from mountain was that knowledge about the glove.
Yeah, fair, but that's just knowledge. That's not really the item yet.
But you know that as soon as Earworm finds boots, he might just gun to that place.
Yeah, also, we don't know if those are mitts or gloves. We can find our glove the other places. And mitts are really only useful for 2, maybe 3 entrances.
Yeah, definitely.
Around finding Eastern, he does not have... Well, he does have the big key.
Mm-hmm.
Did Dr. Earworm skip Eastern entrance?
No, he checked Eastern Palace.
Oh, right. The Super Bunny Key was down in Monarch.
Yeah, it was. He's gonna go back to the mountain though.
Yeah.
Yes, the Dark World wants to check there.
One of the unique items in the game, the single arrow.
No, he's gonna continue checking on the right side. He has one. He had one left there. He died before being able to check the very left one on the light side, so he's gonna just hurry back over there. And a nice bomb farm there for Temuran as well.
Mm-hmm. I'm not 100% in agreement with this play from Dr. Ewan. Yeah, this is a 2-minute play for a single entrance.
Yeah, I don't argue. You hold off with it for a time, and maybe you'll be able to check it at the same time as you are going to be from above. But yeah, found Turtle Rock main, so at least some knowledge there. But yeah, he's gonna go back through the connector here and check the two dark one on the left side.
Okay, so he had more things to do up here. That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he was done with that. So, yeah. And yeah, no weapon. Dead Rocks is gonna have fun with you.
Yeah, definitely.
So far, we have found a pod small key in Eastern.
Yeah.
I don't think anything else that I've seen.
And the Hyrule Castle main there as the final dark one on the mountain for Earworm. That is a really good find.
Yeah, and Temuran is gonna do the long walk here towards Great Village.
And Hyrule Castle West is on the Lonely House. That is an interesting one as well. That makes that Dr. Earworm has a very nice way to check Dark World after this.
So backside of Hookshot Cave was in Great Village.
Ooh. I would almost argue that you should check the other entrance as well, but fair enough to me. I don't think to check through the other stuff there. Hyrule Castle East on the Turtle Rock right. That is a really good find as well. Oh, and he's stuck. Oh, Desert Main. Okay, that will take him back to the mountain, so that's good. Unfortunately for Dr. Earworm here, he will discover this through the light way. He will not get to there from the dark, so he will still have no knowledge about how he got here the other way.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go back.
Yeah.
Now, we're not going to steal this key here in the front of Escape, because we're only a hammer away from entering the back.
Yeah. We could have had the really unfortunate that Hammer is at the back here, locked behind the lamp somewhere, but yep, probably. Survey says definitely not, that is not gonna happen, but it could happen.
That is too unlikely.
Yeah. And we have another dark one here. He's not gonna explore which one though. He's just gonna run out again and go through Desert Main to get back up the mountain.
Interesting. Talon not choosing to check the other exits there and continuing his path down the dark world. I think the flippers have a say in this decision.
Yeah, probably. And you're looking at his rupee count. He has Sora very well in the mind.
Yeah, that too. Flippers do unlock a fair amount of overworld checks. It also unlocks a lot in the dark world. Ooh,
And there, damn. With a Turbo Rock Binky as well. Double up.
Delveron has actually seen Turtle Rock Big Chest.
Yeah. Fortunately, no way to get to it yet, but he has seen it.
We have bombs. No logical way to get across, but we can bomb across that gap.
Alright.
So we have two very, very clear and different routing ways here. Dr. Earworm is checking every single connector and exhausting everything that he can find.
Yeah.
Delmeron is finding connectors and choosing, I'll check that later. And just continuing on his overworld route to check more places. There is nothing right or wrong in those styles.
No, absolutely not.
The biggest difference here is that sword. Dr. Earworm has to spend these bombs and time building these guards, which is a lot slower.
Yeah. He's gonna steal it though.
Oh, well, there wasn't anything in the front. You see it.
And Mia finds Hera in Arrow game with a glove.
There's our logical first love.
Yeah.
Which means, yeah, those are gonna be myths from the library, which you could use, but they're not as useful in this mode.
Yeah, of course.
They look very few things.
Yeah. And the entrances where you would use that glove, the entrance which we use them for will only be needing the first one. So yeah. We have a mirror to check King's Tomb, and we might not have to do hammer pigs as well, so might not see Titans being used.
Interesting that Dr. Earworm chose to enter Eastern and then mirror out before doing the thing.
Yeah. But to me, I'm picking up those flippers. No, he can now flip. And Earworm is gonna be checking these.
Now just opening it.
So we have a really solid question here from Fox in the chat. Are there any good examples for any tactics for this mode? And then we're coming down to mindset really. Do you want to dip dungeons, or do you want to go harder on checking around in the overworld? It's really the comparison. You have to take in mind whenever you are running through this.
Yeah. Now, the question of what is most efficient, because when everything comes down to it, it is how efficient do you do your checks. Because a lot of the times in Crosskeys, it really comes up to who lost locations first.
Yeah.
Oh, there's bomb folks.
That's nice.
And it really depends. If you unlock the entire overworld within 20 minutes, that you can check literally anything. And there's a hammer.
That's nice. That gives us top of the right side mountain at worst. And a very nice weapon for Tamiran. He didn't need it. He already had a weapon, but he has even a stronger weapon now. And to be fair, Tamiran has not been on the mountain yet, so he could route those checks in later on as well.
And this is what I mean by routing, that you don't know which route is going to be efficient because you don't know where the items are. Tamiran is going to be able to route the mountain a lot more efficient because he has a glove, he has a hammer, he has a moon pearl, he has natural darkbolt axes at this point. And the mountain is just completely open to him. So
Yep.
he's going to be able to check all of that much more quicker. But if something had been on the mountain that could have made things faster or better for Tamiran as he's walking around, that would have been the opposite. Then the mountain play would have been better for us. So it's really hard to say which tactic is better because they're not. You simply can't know which is better, but you have to pick one and stick to it.
Yeah.
You start switching it up, then you're probably going to lose whatever advantage you have.
Yeah, exactly. You also have there's one other way you can select a route, and that is that you follow the keys you found. So you found the entrance, you look at your tracker. Oh, I have a good amount of keys. Let's go in here and check it out. So that is also why you can also route these seeds.
That's also two schools of I'm going to go and check whatever I find here and then leave, or I'm gonna come back when I get full carriage.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Sikid.
Hello, kid. He loved it that we came and visited him.
But the airworm has found its way to the left side of the world. Different way to tell around, but it's going to do quite a few checks now.
Yeah. Also, I almost don't want to talk because I want to just sit out and jam to this beautiful MSU that Earworm is providing us.
We did have a big key here on the island for Telmaran.
Yeah, gonna pick that one up. Is this Sahara? He found that earlier in a Hero game, so yeah, that is a very nice find.
Yeah.
That could potentially be our first crystal pendant.
There is still that sword difference.
Yeah. Well, Tamiran has both sword and hammer to use against Moldom, so he should be fine.
Yeah. Oh no. So,
Yeah.
Dr. Airworm put this exactly on the one pixel you can't leave it on.
Yeah.
You soft lock yourself on this. Oh no.
Okay, he was able to save it.
Yeah, he was able to save it. That is really hard to save.
That is scary.
Tamaran is doing the Dark Shopping Mall, finding Desert Main.
And he's gonna take in the normal ice rod, the cave one with this as well.
Now, Dr. Ewan did some of these before, but not the glove locked ones, which had nothing.
Yeah. Ooh, Aero Game sitting there underneath the rock. And we found Mario.
I was thinking you're not gonna pick up those 50, right?
Yeah, you would probably not pick it up at this point. The only reason why you would pick it up is mainly to just get the other checks down. You have already been as Sora and all that. You are then looking at only Blue Goose.
This is a smart play by Tamaran. It's gonna get Catfish and double the potion shop.
Yeah, it's very easy. It is very easy to isolate Catfish because you might just be going through the portal and then just travel up the normal way to get up there to Sora.
Dr. Ewan chooses to go back to Pod.
Well, he found 2 small keys to it, so why not?
Yeah. No bow yet, but we have a bottle, so we can sequence break the right side.
Yeah, him blowing up the wall there signals that that is probably what he's gonna do. It is also very possible that when he's running around there, he's hoping for more small keys so he can take them back as well.
Yeah.
Because that is where the items tend to be.
Yeah.
Even though this is Crosskeys, that generally still stands. Ooh, they got the book.
Isn't that a bit waterlogged?
Well, I mean, we have the book have survived being in the dam before, so why not? That's just I would say more it is mucus logged.
Yeah. And Dr. Ewan is actually doing the mimic clip instead of the ocean catch.
Oh, he is moving really well.
Wow.
That is one of the quickest I've ever seen that been done.
Yeah. He really was. Wait, he used his potion earlier, I think.
Yeah, he did.
He did, so he didn't have a potion. Okay.
Really so he did. With big key on the Sora ledge though for Tamir, and Tamir is just finding all the good stuff.
Yeah. I do want to say that Tamiran feels a little bit ahead at this point, just a little bit.
Yeah, probably.
Nowhere near enough to be inescapable, but there is a small lead here, definitely. And I think he's feeling that too.
And another big key as well from the fish in this desert big as well. We already found the front of desert, so that is gonna be paying out already. So yeah, so many good stuff being found by him. They have another big key to GT for Earworm and one for Skullwoods for Tamiran as well. Because Skullwoods is interesting when it comes to entrance shuffle. Can you tell me why that is?
Yeah, so because of the way the drop downs work, we've decided that we're gonna limit the Skullwoods entrances to just the Skullwoods area, except the back to the boss. That address can be anywhere, but the rest of Skullwoods is shuffled within its own drop downs and entrances in that area.
Yes. So
You still need a fire rod to burn away the entrance in the back, but that entrance is randomized.
Yeah, not enough. Tamiran has not been to Skullwoods yet, so having the big key when you go there the first time just feels so good.
Yep. We have been able to do 12 out of 14 checks in here. Sorry, 11 out of 14.
Ewan setting up the damage maybe so he can easily get out of here after he's done. And the blue cane. We have not found Spike it, but finding that is pretty good still. Timiran using that book already is gonna go ahead and check Bombo's tablets.
Yeah. Just a little piece of love. This also feel like Talmaran is using the items that he finds and then pushes for those items that he does find.
Definitely. Which is honestly really good strats for Crosskeys.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Go into the different palaces or overworld entrances. Chance do all that, and then you look over what items you have found from that, and then you just push on those items. He's not gonna scout out Desert Ledge though. But Ewan finding the back of Skullwood stairs, that's good.
Talmaran did find this earlier, but decided not to go in.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just some blueberries there. And 20 rupees there on the ledge.
Yeah. Now, this is a costly play by Talmaran. This costs him at least 20 seconds to do. And you could do this with the mirror if you find a way to the Mire area.
Yeah.
Oh!
Turtle Rock left side. That is pretty good find.
Yeah. Dr. Ewan buying a potion, actually.
Yeah.
It's not that often you see players buy potions, but yeah, it happens.
Fair enough. It is still fairly early in the sea. They don't have too much health, so why not? Yeah.
Dr. Ewan is gonna find his glove.
Yeah.
And after 35 minutes later, Talmaran finds his way up the mountain.
Yeah. To be honest, that's actually pretty good for him that he found it because he knows where Old Man is. And he now also knows where Titan is, of course, but he knows where Old Man is. He has not been in pod area yet, so learning that, he can just then very easily get into pod area from the save and quit.
Yeah.
So yeah, not too bad finding this now. And the one also gonna go for the flippers now.
Talmaran has found all 3 desert entrances by walking into overworld entrances. He has not checked them from inside at all.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He also realized he had found the big key, so he went in again to head over and check that.
So this big chest has a sword. This could be a decent route here for Talmaran. He finishes up his checks here. He saves and quits to the old man, goes into the dark world, does the pod area, then walks over to the pyramid to do the top puzzle.
Yep.
Because without the Master Sword, he can actually do all the entrances there.
Yes, it can. Getting that Master Sword, just doing just Ether Tablet as well is just so good right now as well.
Yeah, and Dr. Ewan is going to be very, very happy finding his hammer here very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Telmaran finding all of his entrances from the overworld instead of looking into the dungeons and looking out of them.
Yeah.
And he's now realizing I could have been here so much earlier if I did that.
Yes. Could have. He's now gonna run over and pick up the old man.
Yeah, and this is gonna have a lot easier time because with this sword we can have a little bit of a glow to follow, and that makes this. Once you realize how to move and where things are, this is quite trivial.
Yeah.
It's one of these little things. Now, the one thing that Telmaran has is that he has access to the right side of the mountain from the top.
Yes.
Now, there's only one check that Dr. Ewan didn't do because of, I think it's very clear, right? The one smack dab in the middle of that mountain.
Yes.
Because Dr. Ewan found the bridge and mirrored from those.
Yeah.
Those two checks and hit all the bottom ones. So there's one entrance there that he has it from. And of course, the cave at the top.
Yeah. He didn't also go through Spectral Middle, which was on the cave, on the mountain exit. So that is another thing that we could potentially see Telmaran do.
So yeah, Telmaran gets to do a lot more efficiently here on top of the mountain. Dr. Ewan is soon going to find Minimoldon Cave and realize, oh no, I could have gotten my sword so much earlier.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing, does Telmaran... Yeah, he goes right back because he wants to do it from the top. He doesn't want to actually be in the dark hole there. Okay, chat, the Restreamer has gone away.
I'm already getting ahead of the chat here.
And yeah, Telmaran doing the one check that everyone couldn't, and it's pointless.
Everybody, post your favorite emotes in the chat. I want essentially chats to only look like it is in emote mode for a little bit while here. I like that one.
Yeah, while our runners are following each other's footsteps, please go follow them. They're putting on a very fantastic job for us today.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. This is so far very enjoyable, and do make sure to give not only Nilsson for putting this race on, but give it to my co-commentator, the Titan 84 as well, for having a much better voice and much more knowledgeable than me.
I could do echoes to follow as well.
Yeah, I'm only here for the memes.
Did we get a back of old man check from Dr. Ewan?
I don't believe we did.
I don't think he has even quit yet. Oh, we hit it. He did. That's how he got there. Daryl has been inside it before.
How about he got through to there through the connector?
Oh right, he got out from. Oh right, there were 3 connectors there. Yeah, he probably went from a single connector.
Okay, that was probably not the right way to say that. I will give you that. There are 3 connectors here. Oh, there we go.
That's the connector central there.
No, yeah, well, no.
Oh no. There's no sword. And he's skipping it. And this is the problem with the idea of following the item that you just got. He very recently got his flippers. He wants to follow the flippers.
Yeah, and he has already scouted out Lake Hylia Island as well, so he know that was big there. And getting a little map check here. Green Pendant Eyes. That is an interesting one.
Dr. Just getting that info.
Nice. That's a very nice find still.
Yeah, Middle Island.
And I don't think Temion actually checked that one out when he was going around.
He didn't. He used his. He swam through the dark world and got catfish to get his book.
So you say you got catfished?
No.
Oh. Actually, wait. Why does it sound sad about that? That is a good thing he didn't get it.
But yeah, Filmaran is going to go up to castle here for his 3 checks up here, which he can do with his Master Sword. And in this mode, Hammer does not break that barrier.
Nope.
Okay, Dark Room. We don't have Filmaran's audios, we can't really tell what that dark room was.
Ooh, potion shop. Finally.
But that mushroom turning into arrows was not great. We don't even have bow to use them.
Exactly. That is like, oh my god.
Yeah, but Cameron doesn't have any vulnerability either.
Yeah, it's Earworm that has it, that he went through pod.
Yeah, no hook shot, 8 hearts, and a potion. You're not gonna make it.
Yeah, that is not enough, boss.
If you had a fairy and a potion. Sorry?
Sandcart on Earworm. That was in Waterfall Cave.
Yeah, we've checked that.
Yeah, it was just, I'm just slow.
There's a whole check here for tournament. I don't think so.
Yeah, he's probably also gonna check out the let's see, it's called Pond of Happiness. Yeah, I had to double check what that entrance was called. No, he's not gonna do that. He's gonna head into pod area. Oh, there we have the final entrance of Spec.
Yeah, not great entrances there really. For me.
Yeah,
but yeah. Okay, everyone is getting his pixies.
Ooh. That is a nice first entrance to find the pod area. A small key to Skull Woods. That's nice. It's time for everyone to check out the back of Escape.
Yeah, and he still has that 1 key he got from the front.
Yeah, he's gonna use that to get to... He could use it here to get to...
No.
Cross, but that would isolate the front.
Yeah.
That is a very nice way to ask what this MSU is called.
Yeah, baby.
That is a very nice question. Musk, I don't know what it's called though.
You know,
Thank you so much, Shimaru, for providing that knowledge and the main on finding blind side out.
but that was in hard entrance.
Yep. And Ewan is gonna find that soon as well. Small Kitahera, it's pretty good.
Okay, no fire source yet, so not the basement. But the rest of Hera is now unloaded.
Yeah.
So there are certain items in certain locations that are just always flat out good in Crosskeys. Hookshot up Hera is one. Kano Samaria in Ice is the other one.
Yeah.
Which is still possibilities in this season.
Mm-hmm.
And Chalmeran is gonna go check Harrow Castle Tower with his Smoky.
Mm-hmm. Why not?
It is a dark room.
Yeah.
Not the easiest maze, but if you memorized it, you can get through it.
Yeah. Has bombos as well if he needs to clean out all of the enemies. So there are ways for him to handle this.
Now, do we see Dr. Earworm do this?
He has blue cane and half magic, so why not? Ooh, you're being a little bit too late with the uses though.
A fairy, yes, a fairy.
Yeah, still. I would save that fairy for another time though. You have half magic, you're not gonna be so worried about the magic cost.
Get a second shield in Castle Tower.
Big Keto Swamp!
Ooh. Now, that is only a single check. It is not required for the dungeon. But going into Swamp to check the one item in the front. Come on, Vanilla, some more key. Oh, wow.
That is crazy.
Why is it lately that the first chest of Swamp have so many important items?
It happens so often. That is the irritating thing.
Yeah.
These are gonna allow Tamiran to just... his speedrun has basically begun here.
Yeah.
And we are now keeping an eye on the clock. For the longer it takes for Dr. Earworm to go back there, the bigger the gap is gonna be between him and Tamiran.
Yep. And there's really not that many reasons for Earworm to go back there.
Yeah, one of the fortunate things for Earworm is that most of the overworld has already been checked. So the boost will only be to go back to places you've already been to, but still, that is not fun.
Yeah, and Tamiran is now choosing to do Skullroots area. He has a mirror, he has a book. Chat, get ready for your pet hypes. Because we are going to get a pet check here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, everything is out for Tamiran in here. They will not hold up there. It looks like Earworm is taking the long way to get to Catfish, which is a little bit unfortunate.
Yeah, but it is going to give him his book.
Yeah.
Not required, but it is useful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And Miran is dipping.
he's not gonna go and check.
It is in one way understandable why he is dipping. One of the reasons is that if he wanted to check the main area, he would have to drop down and taking a little bit of a depth. He has to carry, but still.
He was carrying a sign, but the guard threw a spear at him that hit, which makes you automatically drop the item carrying.
Yeah.
And then the murdered asshole immediately rushed into it.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity and took it. Oh, a small key here for Turtle Rock for Tamira. That is another good find. There's Myth.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, space. Oh, Dr. Elam is going for his swamp check here.
Yeah, that is good. Only 2.5 minutes difference, and Tamira not having used the boost too much. It's fine.
Yeah, this is basically the difference.
Yeah.
He is doing his boots check now, so.
Yeah. Ooh. 4 temp? Nope, nothing.
So we got a boot locked check. That is boot locked. That was Pop Rocks. Or the inside of Pop Rocks.
So without boots, Tamira will be able to take 1 check here in Hookshot Cave.
At least one. I am not aware if Tamaran is a hoverer. Well,
I
see.
I think he has practiced it. He might know. I think he's practiced it.
We're gonna bonk anyway. First, this is in logic with boots, but no, he's dropping out.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But that would be a sequence break, and we can't have those. Ooh, Meyer.
So medallion is Quake. We don't have that.
Yeah.
But we are gonna get a couple more checks here. Dr. Elam is beelining for his myth. Not entirely sure if those are worth it at this point, but there's 2 checks you can still do with them.
I wonder if Ewan feels behind, so he feels like he needs to shake Hammer Pigs and the Smith Chain, maybe?
Yeah.
Ooh, Ice Palace.
That's it. No, in my shadow.
The right Meyer shop.
Yeah, oh right.
And there we have Ice Cave as well.
Ironically.
Yeah. But yeah, finding Meyer is so good for Tamira, especially since he has mirrored. He has done 3 more entrances in Desert he can shake, and this is one of them.
Airworm is gonna go up Castle Tower.
Blue Maid and the Smoky Sheep. They're fine with that.
Finding the small key before the big key is always good.
Yeah.
Tamaran choosing not to enter ice. He has a bombus medallion, which does make that legal.
He didn't want to enter ice, and he didn't check the other desert entrances as well.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. He's done those before.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah, this is probably Tamaran going up for his bets as well.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
Yeah.
So a little bit of different than thought process here. We would assume that Tamiran potentially feels ahead, so he feels like he can spend some time checking that, while for Dr. Ewan might feel a bit behind, so might be gambling on those Titans instead.
Yeah, but we did not find Johnny Poo 2 bombs before. That's
Red Cane.
Right.
Yeah, that is huge for Ewan. We know that Third Rock is a crystal, so yeah, that is good find.
So, Cameron did not have the hammer when he walked past here earlier.
He's
That's
not
why he
going
didn't
to
check it.
he's gonna pivot to Dark Cross and Ewan doing the hammer pigs.
We have not seen Dark Cross yet because, light source.
Yeah. Oh, bomb. So Hera and Desert are 5-6 today.
But yeah, I agree with you that Dr. Ewan doing Smith Chain at 108 is... That's a behind play. That's the play you make when you feel very, very behind.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's mainly down to he doesn't have sword. He probably feels like my opponent has found swords elsewhere.
Yeah.
Ahead of me.
It would not be the first time I ever find a sword on Smith Chain.
Yeah, but does Dr. Ewan know where the smith is?
He has not actually found Smith yet. It was
No,
so
why
he's,
pick it up?
he's taking this with him and looking at the entrances he has not done yet. So yeah, this is an interesting play actually to grab the Smith now.
It's a little premature.
He's hoping he's just gonna stumble onto it.
Yeah, but this is a crystal. He has to finish this. And by doing that, he loses the Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Because the crystal, in that very last split second of it moving upwards, counts as a new follower.
Yes, it does.
And that sends your current follower back to where they started.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he's gonna do
well. I don't think he has been in pod area either.
No,
so even if he wanted to think about that, it would just remove once he got there on his just randomly hoping to find it.
Yeah.
This is also one of the reasons why we see Tamiran and also pick up Titans, because you have a few entrances up here to look at.
Yeah, I mean, you have bombos. One in 3 that you can actually enter this.
Yeah. Lamp for Ewan.
Tim Allen.
That is a big find.
That is a massive find. But bombos is for Turtle Rock.
Fortunately, Ewan not having found the small key to Hera yet.
Yeah.
He's sitting right now into Miran's pocket, so that is unfortunate.
So Dr. Ewan is immediately gonna go back and pick up the Smith.
Yeah, and running upwards instead. He might actually look at
wow.
Oh, GT and Turtle Rock, man, what the?
That is one of the worst spots for GT name to be.
Oh, God.
With a flute inside.
Flute in GT is pretty normal though, to be fair, but man, that is an ugly entrance.
And Dr. Ewan can't get to it.
Yeah.
He needs a sword to actually lift and use bombos.
Yeah. Yeah, to me, and he's gonna do the bomb jump here. Oh. Almost falling off. He almost fell off on the left side here.
Yeah, he was a little bit off there, but good use of bombos here. Just destroy all these stuff.
Yeah. The boomerang is good for this play, so I'm fine with that being there. And the small kid pod.
No, Dr. Aaron must have found the smith before he landed it right there. But it was only some rupees.
It would be interesting if he did that though, because then he hadn't done the graveyard, the ledge cave there before. It would be interesting that he had it scouted out if he did that.
Oh. I think Dr. Aaron is feeling a little bit better at this point.
Yeah, probably. Oh, just Red King was pretty isolated, to be fair. So yeah, that he might feel a little bit better now. Game Star Wars Compass, that is cool. Anyone making his way to Laser Bridge.
You've not seen that entrance.
Yeah. Then we have Big Key to Sheep Town.
We can pull Creatives down now.
Yeah. Where's Wonderwall? That is a really solid question. Oh, Fire Rod with your Laser Bridge, what is this?
So, this is just a normal Crosskeys seed.
Yeah.
And not checking the exit there.
I would imagine it is because of finding that Fire Rod that puts the frontal TR in thought process.
Yeah, but we found that before.
Yeah. See, looking at the map here really quickly, that was... Why did I mark that?
Oh. Telmeran is doing Hammer Ice House. This is not fun.
Nope.
And
You
it
just
has a
bring out-
Master Sword, which...
Bring out the blue boomerang. Oh, a sword for Earworm!
Oh. I'm not 100% sure on my Armor Knight's damage tables, but I believe Monster Sword is the worst sword to have in terms of damage.
It is just way better. Sure, you can do some AoE damage with the spin, but yeah, just switch to boomerang. You did find a blue boomerang earlier, so just switch that instead.
And yes, for some reason, Master Sword slashes are worse than Fighter Sword slashes.
Yeah, there's something with the damage table that changes it to that.
Yeah, the developers were never intended this fight to be used sword in the first place. So
Yeah, and
they
they expect you to have tempered at this point, tempered or butter. So yeah.
who has left here?
The Earworm taking that fire rod to Skull Woods.
Yeah. Now there is one way to do this, to do those Master Sword fight subjects better, and that is to dash poke.
Yeah, it is.
Dash poking does a lot more damage than the slasher.
Yeah.
Now, doing that in that fight is incredibly difficult. But we did find the stump in the key there, so it's likely that we're gonna need that key. nice mod like that in the as well.
Really solid.
How do you explain Tim Allen?
Yeah, tell me, Titan, how do you explain? How do you do that?
I don't know who that is.
Me neither. But both of us Swedes, we don't know these references.
We're doing public chess. Aron is doing a small high five there.
Yeah.
Oh, Chamiron's finally going here.
Yeah. He's gonna be on the correct one as well.
Yeah. And now he has his cane and realized, oh, I can do Purple Rock.
Yeah.
We do still need a little ice rock.
Mm-hmm. And here we have that
Hard
panel.
and pendant skullworks. That's crystals for
Yeah, we have our lineup then.
yeah. These are big key hard required.
Yeah.
So you have to get into DT for that big key.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, Dr. Aaron is gonna get up there because he has mitts, he has the hammer, he can get over there with a hook shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
There's
Oh,
Meyer.
Meyer there. That's really bad.
We're just constantly finding bad locations after bad locations.
Our dungeon locations have been, a few exceptions, really shitty today.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't blame Tomer at all for full clearing these down here. You're in the area, you might as well.
Yeah.
He doesn't know it, but it is crystal, so. Tomer really needs to get to Era and finish that up.
Mm-hmm.
He might be waiting for a fire source, which is probably very limited.
Yeah.
Looking at these sounds so far.
You know what? I'm gonna open popcorns. This is the race so far. We have.
Oh, there was a bow in cutscene chest.
Okay.
Fire.
If anyone has, I know this somewhere on the internet. I don't know where I found it, but I found at one point one of the bingo charts, which was essentially all of the worst locations in Zelda games. So, and so far, we might have a bingo. Also, Mikey Meyer. Yeah.
So that bow is 3 Meyer small key rockets. I missed what was in maiden cell.
Yeah, I was writing something to someone else.
Yeah.
So a wonderful stat if you can tell us. They might yell at us, but they could tell us.
And of course, the matcha Meyer is in Meyer.
Yeah, why wouldn't it?
Now, let's see. Do you leave the chest outside here, Dr. Worm? Oh, right. He walks in with the chest.
Hmm?
Okay. There is a bug.
Ooh,
Oh.
okay, that is funny.
Ha, ha, ha. So, if you leave the purple chest outside that stump and walk in with chest head, the purple chest will appear next to the pedestal.
Yep.
It's a really weird bug that almost never comes up. But when it does, you get very confused.
Yeah.
Okay, this is good. Telmarin is doing Hera. He's going to get his lamp. This is good. He is catching up.
Yep.
Smith Chain had nothing.
Unfortunately.
So this is gonna come down to how quickly can Telmarin catch up versus when is Dr. Ewan gonna go and check vanilla entrance turtle rock.
Yeah. That and who's gonna find our infamous ice rod first? Because surprise, surprise, they see us turn into an ice rod somehow.
Yay! I'm gonna try to check this because it's really tiny on my screen. We need a big key to Meyer.
Yep.
We need an ice rod.
Mm-hmm.
We have the bow. We need a small key to Swamp.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Yes.
We might want one or two more small keys, but those are just optional.
Yeah. So. Earworm has already been nice enough to show us the back, so we know that there are no small keys there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are approaching that time of seeing it in hour 20 and hour 25, when you just really want to rush all the dungeons you found and just start clearing them.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if you have to leave an item or two, you're gonna start clearing them.
Yeah.
Because it is now starting to get likely that you're not gonna need those items.
Yeah. Yeah, Ewan goes back to Eastern as well to get that crystal and that final second there. Here comes the interesting thing that Amir can decide to do. He has the small key to Hera. Ewan didn't when he was here, so we could see him potentially do basement.
Yeah, he might. And that could be very, very big. It's not.
Well, it's gonna be big, but he's making it small.
Oh man, I'm hungry.
Why?
Just singing baby back ribs.
Oh, you're making me hungry as well. Thank God I have popcorn.
Have we seen this SpongeBob come around? Probably.
We saw Earworm were here and checking Lightwall one earlier. Yeah, we have Spyro. Okay, that was... They didn't check that. That was on old man's house.
Yeah. One of the advantages of our ad right now is that loot.
Yeah.
It's going to be able to traverse the overworld, the light world, a lot quicker. Small key to swamp on farmhouse.
Yeah.
Remember,
One good thing is that it is on the path of Redcade, so we'll get that eventually. But damn, that is deep.
that is deep because 3 small key Meyer locked bow. That is extremely deep in the logic.
Mm-hmm.
Come
Here we
on,
go.
gets his
Timiras is on the right path now, so
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah. Wait, Tamaran, what are you doing?
Man, stop! Turn around!
Oh,
Turn around!
no. He's gonna go to... He doesn't have to smoke this one.
He's gonna go to hook.
Is it gonna go to hook? Where is it going? You don't have a small key, Tamaran.
Milan, no.
He realizes a little bit too late that, oh,
Yeah.
there's no small key.
And yeah, just based on what we're seeing here, there's nothing really in Hookshot Cave either.
And that puts him away from Turtle Rock and his Fire Rock.
Yeah. Yeah. At least he's on his way to Hookshot Cave now, and he's gonna be he can be disappointed over there.
Yeah. And another high five from the runners.
Yep. At least this is gonna give him another Turtle Rock small key and the Desert small key, so at least he has that.
And a shovel.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a pendant ice.
Green pendant, but guys.
Yeah, but pendant ice.
And the mirror's gonna go for it.
Wow. He's going for the file of fire,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not gonna pay off the seed.
Nope. And this is one of the sad things when it comes to Icebreaker. Because of Icebreaker, it makes so that Ice Palette is significantly faster, but it could also just trap you in some way.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, this is very cool. If not the remaining things is here, it is still a good 4 to 5 minute trap.
Now, we do still need a couple of items.
Yeah.
We need a Meyer Big, we need an Ice Rod.
Mm-hmm.
But I think for no mode, that is what we're at right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm getting more and more worried about that east side Gannis Tower.
Me too.
That is one of the worst Gannis Towers I have ever seen.
Yeah. Nice thing for Timina though, Ewan also decides to go in here.
Yeah. Neither runner is gonna win or lose any time by going here. Compass the ice. Funny seed. So far.
Almost to be expected. if only we knew that reference.
Cameron really needs to get the later bridge despite his firewall.
Yeah.
Dr. Earworm absolutely has to get up to total rock. That is to face these players.
Yeah. Definitely.
Now the problem for Telmaran is he has already done Skull Woods. It's gonna be a while before he takes that fire rod and checks that one fire rod locked entrance.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Blue Mail Puffs here is okay with a hammer, but Cameron has the sword backup stats, where Dr. Earworm he has the spider sword. He has to use the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
And would you look, a pen of ice that was empty.
Yeah. Yes, it was, Joshua. The bow is on the Meyer cutscene.
And Meyer was in the firelock entrance of Bogwoods.
Mm-hmm. So it is double fire locked.
Yeah. Back up and down. Shuffle one. Oh right. Okay, everyone has the firewall which makes the puffs go poop.
Yep.
How do you explain Tim Allen?
We do have this desert smoky though.
Yep.
For nothing.
Yeah. So I've been thinking a little bit while we are constantly hearing about Tim Allen, and I was thinking, do we have our own Tim Allen in Sweden? And I think I have nailed down who that is. That is Boss Hunter. Do you give it that one?
Not sure about the Tim Allen, but probably.
Yeah.
Green Pennant was nothing. And yeah, Cameron didn't even bother going. No, Cameron doesn't go check the Green Pennant because he doesn't know where Saha is. He's never done that check. He is heading back to GT with his cane.
Yeah. Understandable.
And yeah, you only have a lamp here. Oh, or not.
Right, he didn't. He's gonna check the other entrances here.
No, wait, desert.
Yep, that's it back.
Yeah. Oh, right, he didn't have a fire associated before.
Yeah.
Now the big question is...
It looks like Earworm might be joining up on him soon.
No, yeah, he got his boat. He has that too. So he has a couple of more checks up here. But yeah, this is probably him going for those checks.
Mm-hmm. He's also gonna find GT soon then.
Mm-hmm. And with his gear up, I think he can put clout. Yeah, 4 small keys and a big key. He can put clout.
I mean, he has all 4 small keys to GT as well.
And the big key, so yeah, that's full clearable.
Yeah, finding his Master Sword here.
I'm getting another crystal.
Yep, bringing up his total to 3.
Yeah, and there is another check we have not seen yet. Pyramid Fairy entrance.
Yeah.
And Tamaran just got both of the red crystals.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is most likely. Oh?
Yep,
Okay,
that's what made.
Tamaran's checking. Okay, why are you checking the front without the fire rod? This feels.
It feels like he's trying to reach for stuff now.
Yeah. He has the big key.
He's still acknowledging though that that if you're gonna check for the if you're gonna check for chain jump, it's better to come from it from behind.
Oh yeah.
So how's the lap?
Yeah. Had nothing.
And GT at the same time.
Yeah. The Earworm is probably not happy about this.
Yeah.
Because this is a super rude location. But he has, what is it, 28 checks in here?
23 at the bottom and 4 at the top.
Oh yeah, 27.
Yeah, we are fortunately not doing key drops, so we do not have all of those extra ones as well. Just be happy it is not pot shuffled. Big shout out to Structural Mike for giving us that.
Tamaran is gonna enter.
Enter! And red mail.
Sword, red mail. But nothing else.
Who's winning? I would probably say Ewan, honestly, at this point.
Having found Pod, yes, I will say the same, but Tamaran has done a lot of crystal dungeons. And
Yeah.
finished them, that Dr. Ewan hasn't. And if
However,
Dr.
Ewan has been on the right path for the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, he has. And Tamaran doesn't have a bow, so he can't finish this dungeon.
Yep. And we have another public key there for Ewan, that's good for him.
Yep. So here's the thing. If Dr. Ewan completely clears out GT, which he can, it's in logic, and there's nothing else here, that's a time waste. If he finds one of the 2 items he still needs, that's it. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because climbing takes a lot of time.
At this point, also when we're looking at where we have seen stuff, so that we are getting the beautiful counter up there, reminding us that there is in fact 27 checks in here. When it comes to both of them getting their bar swords, I am more inclined that we're gonna see Ewan getting barter first.
Okay. Ewan gets his big keep down. Do you think Cameron was missing a small key before? That's why he didn't go, but...
Maybe.
No,
Could
no,
be-
he had enough. He must have.
Maybe
Wow,
that's more
okay.
than my year.
Seriously. Myers small hero. Don't try to follow it. It's horrible.
I'm honestly a little bit surprised that Ewan didn't go back to Swamp and finding that small key.
He wants to go mode swamp.
But still, there's so much. I'm doing really good English right now. There's so many items left in there.
Yeah.
I was about. There's so much items left in there.
You're in 2-item go mode. At this point, he was in a lot more items earlier. And Cameron is gonna do Thermofairy.
Yep. It is gonna be a little bit of a walking a flute though.
Yeah. But considering where the bomb shop was, that was always gonna happen.
Yeah.
We're not climbing.
It's understandable. EOM has not checked out the entrances up here yet. He's gonna do that first, then he might be thinking of it. Before he leaves the area, basically. Yeah, he's up here, so we'll be able to get Desert as well at the same time.
Now, what's hiding here? Tell me. Vanilla? That is the vanilla.
The vanillas of vanilla. My god. Yeah, that might may well be it, Nielsen.
Taking the opportunity to pick up a potion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spike here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Airworm is catching up at this point. Crystals,
Yeah, he is.
Crystals that Cameron has picked up, but Cameron really needs to get back to GR and that laser bridge. And that mirror shield is just, it's screaming. And this looks like it is that play now.
I like this. Going to the front, checking the remaining things he has here. Why not?
I thought it could just be here. Because why not?
Yeah, we already seen Firewall. Why not have Ice Rod here? And Tamirana is back in Third Rock.
Yeah. And he's gonna get his sword, which is nice.
Yeah, that's good.
I think this is his idea of I'm gonna tear what he said to me now.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, just thinking about how you could have routed this. This could definitely be a sub 2 hour seed.
Oh yeah.
You're complaining a lot about the entrances, but if you just follow the items when you get them, you are honestly in a really good position to finish this sub 2 hours.
And that is a fire rod locked bow.
Mm-hmm.
Both bows
is-
are fire rod locked.
That is bad for Tamiran.
That is really bad. He absolutely needs to get that fire. If he gets that fire rod and says, screw it, mirrors back and goes to the front again, using up his sword keys, just to get those 2 checks, that could definitely get him back in the game. But Dr. Ewan is going into Swamp Palace.
Yep. Following the item density.
Oh, chat reminding us, we still have Hera basement.
We do.
Small key, but okay.
That's fine. Unfortunately, Joshua, we didn't get to see any Philly pots this time around. Both our runners did Hera before they have that. And we also have we had a little shout out to Specky Clip there.
Yep. Not race legal in this tournament, but you are allowed to place the bomb there if you want to, but you can't clip through the race.
Nope. Oh, if they're doing castle boots, then that would have been a whole other question.
Yeah, tournaments can decide that individually now, so yeah. So,
right now there are 2 tournaments that you're allowed to do Specky Clip in, and that is Castle Boots and Hazen B. And I'm playing in one of them. There it is! Ice Rod has been found.
that's the ice rod.
So now we are in big key mode.
Yeah. Talmaran is rushing back of Skullwoods with that fire rod, I think.
Something what it looks like.
Yeah, he is. And that is really, really good for him.
Yeah, it is. There we have. I think that is our final pod key.
Yeah. Oh no.
Ooh. Oh no.
No. Talmaran has to drop.
Yeah.
To get the quick exit.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, the board is a pendant.
Yeah.
We have all 6 more keys. There are 2 checks still remaining in there, and you don't want to triple get pod ever.
It could very well happen this in.
Cameron just getting the mirror spot there.
Oh, okay. August wanted 2 hits with silver this time. Today.
Yeah.
How do you explain Tim Allen?
Okay, I need to Google. I want to know. Okay, let's see here. American actor. There. did a few, did a bunch of Christmas movies.
Yeah, Dr. Everyone's skipping that side swamp.
Oh, Toy Story. That's why.
Ah. This is Steve's Town, I believe, from Dr. Ever. Or something else. Domaran is going to get his bow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Steve's Town play from Dr. Ever. There was nothing here, so he's just clearing up what Domaran already has done. So Domaran has to beeline it for Eastern and clear it, because once it's a crystal, he has a way to clear it.
Yeah.
Get his swamp small, get to swamp, get his ice rod, and then choose left side or not.
Yeah. But talking about Timian probably felt good early on in the seed. I don't think he's doing that anymore.
No, he's absolutely not. Not with finding that fire rod that late, especially when he went in, he found his hook shot and could have gone to get his ice rod, choosing to exit and instead go to swamp, which he didn't have the smoke before, and then go elsewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere now knows that this is a crystal dungeon because he got the map.
Yeah.
I think he already did. He knew about the 3 diamonds.
So at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if that big key is on Gauntlet in GT. Can we get maybe some guesses in chat where we think the big key is? The one who guesses correctly gets some internet cookies that Titan baked.
I want popcorn.
Popcorn favorite cookies.
My guess is I'm gonna say impod. 1 or 2 checks remain there.
All right. I'm sticking on the cess before Molum 2.
Domaran is doing what we predicted he would do, rushing Crystal Dungeon to clear, and will get his swamp small.
Yeah.
So now it's up to Dr. Airworm. Where are you going after this? Because you have don't have that much in terms of dungeon items left. We got a shovel.
Yeah.
We haven't checked yet.
Nope, not yet.
It will not be behind the Harrow Castle Small because that doesn't actually lock anything. It's just a suggestion to have that.
It will lock stuff logically behind it though, if there's something there.
Oh yeah, logically it can, but practically no, not for me.
That would be a cool challenge run. On having to not allowed to do that sort of stuff. That would be interesting challenge.
Only randomize that one guard scheme. So the one thing Talmaran has here now is that he has done a lot more clear of the world. Whereas Dr. Earworm has a couple of checks left that are very spread out. So he is gonna do these clear-ups, which is gonna take time to get to, and some of them Talmaran has done, some of them he hasn't done. And yeah, Talmaran rushing Swamp here.
Yep.
There is also still that Hera basement.
Yeah.
That would be horrible.
It would.
Also, happy 2 hours. Oh, right. Dr. Earworm didn't check laser bridge exit.
He didn't.
This is a time loss. This is a big time loss. This is like a minute and a half time loss.
What can even that lock at this point?
Nothing.
I mean, the only entrance I can think of is Desert Right, because I don't think we have seen that yet.
Almaran just left side first. This could be huge.
Okay. This for Earworm is either gonna be vanilla. Okay, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do Trinix. That's fine.
Okay, he's gonna try next year. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. Going back to if he would have gone down there, it would either be vanilla or Desert Right.
No, it was. We did get that check from Cameron. It was Floating Island.
Yeah.
Which is nothing. Okay, is our Meyer big on Trinix or left side swap? Or elsewhere?
And we are only getting the internet cookies if you get your guesses in before we found it, so... Also, there might be some monetary value for guessing correctly. Just throwing it out there.
Try
How do you
next.
explain Tim Allen?
Nope, not here.
And not left side swamp. So we have Pod and the Climb left. I don't think we have many checks left. Dr. Earworm has Pyramid Fairy, which this is most likely that play.
Yep.
But after that, I don't know, he has a couple more one-off checks left to check. So yeah, this is Talmaran catching up with this ice rod. I think Talmaran might be done with Swamp just about as Dr. Earworm will find Vanilla Termiferi.
Yeah.
Then it's the choice. Pen and Pod or... Oh, right. Right. Dr. Earworm didn't have Ice Big going into ice.
He's gonna have to think about that, which is not what they want to do at this point.
Nope, that was absolutely nothing. So
I mean, even if it was something, they don't want to have to think about going back to hit that.
yes, and that yes, Neil, son, and that is why I'm saying that it can't be on the time because you can't be
that. That is some big gameplay. Yeah. Okay, one crystal separating them two now. Earworm's leading with one crystal, and they are both looking for the big key to get the final one.
As we said, okay, Earworm have these off checks that he hasn't done yet. This is Talmaran rushing back to Turtle Rock to kill Trinex.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Yeah, this is Trinex for Tamiran.
Oh, Dr. Earworm hasn't done hard checks.
Nope.
Yeah, Talmaran is catching up second by second here. Once Trinex is down, they are in exactly the same go mode.
Yep.
With Talmaran having done more overworld checks.
Mm-hmm.
Talmaran still has the fire rod blocked front of Turtle Rock, which he might go check.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Yeah, might go check that, but the Silvers isn't that much for these runners.
Yeah. Imagine spending 2 hours and 6 minutes and not having fun the blind side out.
Yeah, and you think this has to be the biggie. This has to be it.
Yeah.
And you find hell small.
Yeah. At that point, you're asking the game, why do you hate me?
Mm-hmm. That's the same crit. Crystal number 6 for Talmaran.
Yes. It is truly the big key hunt now for them.
Mm-hmm.
Equipped with Robin Hood hats, we are going on a hunt.
Oh, get dead rock.
Where's Nelson when you need him? I need that laugh he does.
There is one worse spot you can do that, and that is by the Dark Potion Shop.
Mm-hmm.
If you dash along that wall, if the dead rock gets you exactly right, it can push you up the slope.
Yeah.
And at that point, you have to save well.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah, you are
that's out of
absolutely
balance. That's out of balance. You can't be.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That is an immediate saving point.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Earworm is going to climb Turtle Rock,
Yeah.
and I think Talmiran is on his heels. Now, Talmiran has a lot left to do in GT,
Mm-hmm.
so that this makes more sense for him, but this is the climb.
Yeah. Okay, one important that I was correct. I love big kids and I cannot lie. Just kidding, I already lied. It doesn't roll off the tongue. Oh, another dead rock. Oh, another one.
Just don't hit them, just walk past.
Yeah. There we go.
Dead rocks have it in for Talmiran. Now, Talmiran has to hope that it is not in the queue right now.
Yeah.
Because if it is, then Dr. Earworm is ahead. Why don't
Bonus, if Tamiran would probably a sec want it as well when he is here, so so far solid execution from Earworm. Bottom of Tamiran. Yeah, and red mail.
it is just completely changes the full barrier.
Mm-hmm.
Talmiran is going to be in giant line behind it.
Mm-hmm.
But for checks, do we have a big key up here? Because I do not believe that we have any other big key left.
There's a
Pod
final
six.
small gator pod. That must be the final, surely.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, this was the says that I selected. Ah, almost. Well, time to hope for powder then. Quick.
So, Mario entry.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know if we have item tapes left.
It could be one out there somewhere.
Oh, right, it's back behind us.
Yeah.
It is either back, pod, or the entrance in Maya.
Yeah.
Which would be hilarious if medallion lock entrances are required.
Yeah.
Terminal is climbing after Dr. A1.
Oh, nice. Cannon Bet, what do you curse us with this time around?
Try rupees. Ah,
Almost. It was 4 of them.
So, climb was nothing.
Nope. Who knows? Maybe quick.
Maybe Quake. Dr. Ewan is not gonna go check that. He is gonna go. Wasn't this useless fairy?
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't have another small key. He never found the first one. Okay.
What was
makes
that?
sense. I do not know. But yeah, we know that this is nothing. But yeah, this tells us he is gonna keep doing checks that he got from GT now. So next is probably gonna be Meyer.
That was early. What pull time?
Okay, let's see if my guess is correct. There it is.
There it is, yeah. Go mode for EOM at 240 and also 1538.
Yeah. Now, you do not feel good as Dr. Earworm finding that big he's so late.
Definitely not.
Both of these runners feel incredibly far behind at this moment.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we got the horrible Star Wars layout.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, we have 18 hearts, red milk, some silvers. We are as good equipped as we could possibly. Now, I would probably have picked up those arrows that dropped right there. Because we're at 17, we're gonna kill Vitreous. And Silver Vitreous is faster than him. But you need those 4 silver arrows again.
If they're a bit tempered, you can stand and spam your sword at them. But yeah, it does very good doing that too.
If he has an eye on his arrow count, he is going to skip it.
Yeah.
The last thing you want to do is not have silver arrows.
Yeah. To me, I'm getting a curse with 20s as well. Does mean he's doing the same routes?
No. Going to the dark world.
Oh, he's not keeping an eye. Okay, he has enough arrows. He has 2 to spare.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. It was just us counting badly.
Tim Allen.
Math is hard.
Mhm.
Stay in school, kids.
Oh no, just don't tell me that. Oof.
Oof.
That is 7 crystals for Dr. Airworm, and we are going to be running towards the castle.
Yep. Well, we're gonna flute first, then we're gonna run
Yeah,
towards the
flute.
castle.
Yeah.
There we drop down at 2:19:48.
Now, our feature presentation. Are you ready?
Aye, aye, Captain.
That was in Super Bunny Cave, which is in Mini Moldrum entrance. He entered that, looked at it, and walked away,
Yeah.
and never went back.
Mhm.
I think he marked it off and forgot about it.
Probably. I'm not sure if this music ruins the Ganon fight or if it enhances the Ganon fight for me.
It enhances it. Although I do like where the encourage version.
Yeah.
How do you
Yeah.
explain
Well, it seems like it seems like he's gonna be able to win this one. As the Milan is finally doing Hera basement. Yeah. And there we go. He comes in with an official time of 2 hours, 21 minutes, and 18 seconds. GG.
GG.
Well, it seems like Tamiran is gonna finish out this as well. So waiting to see if the earworm is gonna be joining us here. Do you think he prefers being called earworm or doctor or doc?
We'll ask.
Okay.
It looks almost like Demaran is avoiding part at this point.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna split his name up into 4 pieces and I'm gonna be using them interchangeably. Just for the funsies.
And yeah, it does look like Demaran is not keeping an eye on race time, so he is going to finish the seed out.
Yeah. I can't imagine he's thinking that I'm probably gonna find the item soon. Essentially, if this was a normal seed, he is basically at the top of the gauntlet right now in comparison. So, and people tend to finish then.
Yeah, be careful not to spin, not even with Gold Sword, because then you don't do any damage.
Another case of the creators having weird damage tables.
Yeah. That was actually because so that the spikes wouldn't hurt Mafia Life, but the spikes do the exact same damage as Gold Sword, so
Yeah.
it is immune.
Mm-hmm. Which makes it interesting that there are a lot of enemies that does take damage from spikes.
Yes.
Yeah, the mirror is just not going the correct way.
I mean, in his mind, if it is pawned, I lost.
Mm-hmm.
So I get that mentality. Yeah, Tamaran has 6 pod keys, who spit 6 potmos.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this time?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
looking like it's the correct way.
Yep. I really need to ask Tamaran where he got this MSU from, because I want it. This is Geometry Dash.
Yeah. It is a good one. There's a lot of great MSUs out there.
There is a lot of very, very good MSUs out there.
Yeah.
And at an hour 25 minutes, Tamaran is in go mode.
Yeah. Yeah. Big shout out to all of the creators of MSUs.
We are joined by a Dr. Earworm here. GG's.
Hello, peace. Thanks for the restream.
You could have had a sword probably 15 minutes earlier.
I'm sure I could have. My
So,
whole opening felt so hectic.
No. We are not talking about how you routed in the beginning. You
Yeah.
went to a place where there was a sword and immediately left.
Oh no, where was
Yeah.
it?
Mini Moldron Cave was
Oh, Super Bunny.
Super
Yeah.
Bunny.
Yeah,
Did you
Super-
mark that off, or did you?
No,
have it
no. So when it was on my mind. I was worried about it being the Meyer Big.
Mhm.
So hold on, let me look at my tracker. My plan for the end there was pod, left side swamp, Hera basement. I probably would have fluted to Super Bunny Cave and then fluted back for left side swamp and then Hera basement.
Mhm.
Yeah, we were wondering when we were gonna go there because.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I found it early enough that I had so many entrances left to check that
Mhm.
I like to try and put it off to see if I can get the other end of it. But then it was down to the point where it had to be either the other end has to be at either Floating Island, Laser Bridge entrance, or Right Side Desert, because that's all I have left.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or maybe the
So-
Meyer entry.
Yeah. So the big difference between you two early game was that Telmarian found the connector to the top bumper ledge
Gotcha.
very, very early. So
Yeah.
and he had a sword. He had a sword and at that point, so
Gotcha.
he routed all the way down to the flippers and then
Yep.
did flippers checks, and he was ahead of you there in that
Yeah.
route. But then certain things happened, like a
Yeah.
certain GT entrance.
Right. Yeah, I figured I had to be behind in the beginning because I ended up on the mountain and I got a little too frisky with connectors, and I also took that overworld depth on the mountain and got locked out, and it was just messy. So I felt like my opening was very slow. And then yeah, GT was another one where I was like, oh man, I don't know. I went back and forth on whether I wanted to climb. I'm glad I didn't the first time because I don't know when I would have come back for the desert entrance. But yeah, that was a seed.
Yeah, that was indeed a seed. Couple of interesting locations like Vanilla Pyramid
Oh,
Fair.
the Pyramid Fairy. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if any of you had my cam open, but I saw Pyramid Fairy and I went, ooh, this could be a thing. I was also because I don't know if I'd also hadn't touched pod area for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
I noticed that.
And I
Yeah,
towards the end,
we commentated that imagine not being able to do blinds out for 2 hours and 5 minutes.
I hate it. It's so slow. And then I got the flute, and I've been playing a lot of HMG lately, so I was like, do I even want to activate this? And then it was down to I was watching my notes, and I'm like, okay, well, Blind's Hut still exists, and there's like 5 entrances in pod area. I should probably head over there, but it was skippable.
Yeah. The curse of the HMG.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're just undervaluing pod area because of that.
Yeah, exactly. Undervaluing pod area, undervaluing flute activation.
This seed did really open up quickly. You had Mirror, you had Moon Pearl, you got a little bit late to your hammer and your swords, but
I'm curious if I was late to the boots. I imagine.
You were
okay.
only 2.5 minutes behind Miran, so
Gotcha,
it wasn't too bad.
Got it. Yeah, the boots were what's like once I had the boots, things started feeling like they rolled in quick.
Yeah, we were arguing about you running up, collecting Titans. If that was a play that you, because you felt behind, that you had to get it.
Yeah, so I think you saw me start to go up the left side, but then I realized I was probably going to be using that portal a lot, and the mitts are so much faster, and I had the mirror also, so I figured before I dive into all that, let me grab the mitts and then I can grab the smith. And I hadn't found the smith yet, but there were only 2 places left it could be, so I knew I was going to get there eventually anyway, and was just trying to wrap things together.
Get your greetings in chat for Talmerian. That was finished the seed up. Only 10 minutes. Up for you.
Yeah. 231 02.3 to be exact. We are getting that extra one because of the race finished, and we're getting it done.
But yeah, I mean, I think. Oh, we aren't joined here by Etelmiran. GG's.
GG's.
You had such a good early game.
Here by Etelmiran. GG's.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I guess.
you got such a good path early on, but then everything slowed down. We saw it as you essentially off the boots, because you only got boots 2.5 minutes ahead of Doc over there. Yeah, that was when he started to catch up and went past you.
I think that we were coming to the very specific point where it really split, and that was you going into Turtle Rock, finding Hookshot, and leaving.
What I don't even remember what else was in Turtle Rock, but I know I was
Fire Rod on Laser.
Oh yeah, on Laser Bridge, right?
That unfortunately took Talmeran maybe half an hour to get back to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that for the same reason that I put off Super Bunny, right? Like I can see wanting to save a key and expecting to just find the Laser Bridge entrance later, but I think it also must have been somewhere inaccessible because I never found it.
It was floating island. Talmeran, if you're talking, I don't think we can hear you.
I haven't said anything. No, but the TR play was a mistake from my end. I figured, well, why do this when I didn't have like keys to put stuff in logic. So I was thinking I was gonna go to swamp, but then I realized I don't have a small key for it, and then
Yeah.
I had my mind set on ice pals instead.
So yeah, I believe that is where you were ahead in the beginning. You had 2 swords for like, what was it, 25 minutes before Doc got his first sword. So you had a decent advantage going into the start of the scene, but that's probably the point where everything shifted around. And we've already said that, yeah, that GT entrance was hilarious.
I really didn't want to find it. I was really bummed out.
Yeah, makes sense.
um,
Yeah, congratulations to you, Doc, for moving on.
Thank you. Yeah, I think my if I remember correctly, I finished 5-3 last year. So I get to at least match my record from last year and maybe even make the play in. But I need to look at the schedule because I'm going to Japan next week. So not sure.
Is it already up then who you would go up against, or?
you know,
I gotta check. I'm not sure how many other races there are today.
there's a couple more today.
Okay.
So they're
so
not done that yet.
hopefully whoever I'm up against can schedule early, or we can do an async. Depending on, I'm not sure if there's a week off before the play-in race or not, but I might be pinging some admins if I win the next one. But I got to win that one first.
That does unfortunately mean that Clamaran, you are locked out of the tournament. Not enough wins to get into the brackets.
Yep. It's a tough tournament, so
there are so many good runners, but I mean, there's a lot of up and coming runners that have pulled up surprises, and old runners that they didn't make it. Wow. So don't be discouraged by having 3 losses. It is a really tough environment.
Yeah, the modern names, so good names we so far have to send to the graveyard has been staggering.
Yeah. There's someone beginning with N. I can't really remember the rest of his name.
Yeah, me neither.
I think Andy was also eliminated early, and a lot of people were just Well, I need to go grab some lunch, but thanks so much for the restream. GG's, Telmarin.
Yeah,
GG's.
GG's. Thank you both for allowing us to restream this. It was very fun to commentate, and thank you both.
Bye.
And yeah, that's gonna be it for us today here. Thank you so much to Nils and Alex for restreaming this and letting us come in his stead. And thank you to my co-com Angles. It was lovely to commentate again.
The same.
I'm not sure if Nielsen wants to hop on or what we're gonna do now, but yeah, we're going to actually go raid Scottish Brave. So stick around for that. And if not, then thank you all for joining us today and have a lovely day. Goodbye.
Bye.